nerds who are thirsty for some sweet, sweet D&D. I'm a first-time DM, and my adventurers are pretty new to this, so this is our Real Play 5e D&D podcast. Yeah, expect some ridiculous voice acting, some super stupid moments from me, and my players just playing like gods, and just friends generally having fun together. This is our story as it is much yours, so welcome. Welcome to Saving Arcana.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Another episode, right into it. And as you go through the rest of the way, you look back and that person is gone that you were just making the eye contact with. Everyone's happy, everyone's having a grand old time. I'm going to hold yours until, just make sure for them. What you guys see is, as she passes through the portal, nothing happens. You see her on the other side, now in what's going on, and they're reacting and saying, yay, it is a see-through portal. You can absolutely see what's going on in real time.
Do I see anyone actually physically interact with Voquis?
She just came through, so not yet. No.
Not yet.
Anything you guys want to do yet? You guys good? Nope. Okay, so what do you want to do, Voquis?
That person's not there anymore?
Nope.
I kind of look around and leave the way I came.
Okay. You look around, people are cheering, having a great old time, and you go back through where you came through?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you open up the door, and it is cold, and it is the streets of a snowy area.
Okay.
So when you came through the door, you saw nothing. When you came through the portal, you saw a door and the rest of the portal because your body was through it, but now that you've gone through and you opened the door where the portal was, it's cold streets. It's wintertime wherever you're at.
What does this look like to Elrick?
Elrick, you guys are watching her as she opens a door. You are where the door frame would be, and she looks confused.
But she's not on our side.
No.
I set my hand on Ava's shoulder, and I tell her, I think we need to go through there. I think otherwise we're leaving Voquis on her own.
I would say...
And you know how bad of an idea that is.
I'll say, how about you instead try to pull her to our side?
I'll give it a shot.
I'll
give it a shot. And I walk up to the portal and put my arm in.
Sure.
And see what happens.
Yeah. The arm comes through. Voquis, for you, you're in the doorway. All of a sudden, this hand just comes out of nothingness. It seems to be all where your wrist would be, as if it was cut off, and it's moving as the hand comes through. It's this ethereal cutting where this hand comes through, and you know it's Elrick's hand.
I grab his hand.
Okay.
If I can tell that it's his, then I'll grab it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what Elrick looks like at this time. You know that it was his hand.
I try
as
to
long
pull
as
her.
it's not like some weird thing.
Yep.
You know?
I try to pull her back through.
And you begin to pull, and you slam into a nothingness, an invisible wall. Cannot pull you through. His hand is through, and it's got your arm, but your arm, as if this is your arm, hits an invisible wall.
Don't look at me like that.
Feeling the resistance,
You let go?
I let go, and I step through.
All right.
I give Ava a glance as I go through.
All right. You step through, and as your ears pass through the portal, you begin to hear the liveliness of everything, and that little table next to you go, oh, that's awesome. We haven't seen one. Hey, let's get some drinks. And the people are, yay. Elrick puts up his hands out of glee and happiness. And the bartenders, oh, a Firbolg. Yeah, free round for our new friends. And they start passing out drinks. Do you go to the bar, get a drink?
I turn around to see what she was looking at and see the door.
You see that the door is open where you just came through, and it's just cold and chilly. You hear somebody, close that damn door! It's so cold out there!
And I turn to Voquis. I'm like, I don't know if Ava's gonna come, but might as well get tanked while we're here, right? And so I wander over to the bar.
Sure. So, you walk over to the bar.
Is it dark out there?
So when you open the outside, it's dusk time. You guys are both at the bar. A half-orc male is standing behind, and he's cleaning some of the glasses, and he looks over at you guys and, oh, what can I get you to? You want something to drink?
I get a beer.
One ale coming up, and he's got it from the keg. Yeah, this will be good. Here you go. 1 copper.
And slide over a copper.
Thank you.
So
What
it's
can I
the
get you,
biggest
Missy?
you have?
Well, you're pretty big.
I'll have the same.
Okay, 1 copper. Turns around, fills up a mug.
Get the copper.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, what's the name of the city we're in? We're new here.
We ain't no city. You never been to the Four Corner Plains?
The what now? The who's
Yes.
that does it?
How'd you guys get here?
A portal?
Well, we all get here by portal.
How do we get back?
You probably want to go talk to that gentleman over there. He's pointing over at the guy with the hood that Ava saw earlier, and you guys are just now noticing. It's a dwarf sitting. It's only about 4.5 feet tall. He's got his hood up, large mustache, a large beard.
You said corner of the 4 plains?
Yeah. You guys look like you're first timers through a portal. You look oh, you are. Well, let me welcome you. Let me pour you another beer that I know can be a bit discombobulating. Pours 2 more beers. And it's on me.
Oh, thank you.
And double fist those bad boys.
Just drink them down. Yeah. It's actually, it's fairly good. It's got hints of mint as well as chocolate. It's a flavor you've never had before as far as an ale goes. It's a special brew you can only find here.
Oh, I hand him one of Hilda's flyers. If you're ever in a different plane,
She opens it.
come see Hilda.
The Drunken Horse.
That's the Drunken
It's a good
Horse.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
and
place.
he turns around and there's like a little cork board next to where the ales are, and he just takes a nail, puts it up there. There's flyers from so many places. It's just kind of a massive wall of them. Well, not massive wall. It's like a 4x4 corner, and he goes, "I'll put it up with the rest of them
Thank you.
from all the different planes. A lot of people like to come here. We're not famous, but we're a bit famous."
I'm gonna turn a little bit and try to pour a little bit of the beer into a little vial.
Okay, sleight of hand. Not that it really will matter, but let's see.
Natural 20.
Natural
So
20.
22.
Oh,
He's kind of engulfed in the conversation with Voquis, and as he's going, kind of cleaning out a couple more glasses and just kind of making eye contact, he's a bit interested as Firbolgs are not normally coming through here. You fill that vial easily.
Tight.
What else would you guys like to do? There's the gentleman over the corner. There's the fact that Ava isn't here.
that's fine.
I
Ava
see
will
how it is.
remember that.
Ava will remember this. Ava does what Ava does.
It's true.
There's nothing we can do to convince you of anything.
Can I get you guys anything to, I don't know, eat, drink? Or what are you guys doing here?
Oh, what's the name of this establishment?
You know what? I'll just make that canon. That's fine. I can't seem to find
I'll
it.
make that
And
canon.
I'll give you inspiration for that. That's really
Yes!
good.
Yes!
4 corner plates.
Corner of the 4 plates.
Corner of the 4 plates. Okay. Let me
This
write
place
that
is
down.
called the Corner of the 4 Plains, right?
Yeah.
Yes, this area.
Corner of the 4.
So while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna stick just my head in there and just ask the closest person, "What's this place called? Or where is this place?"
Okay. You're not gonna be happy with me.
I took it up. I don't want to let me try.
You've already done it, so we're gonna play it.
This is gonna be awesome.
I can't just get pulled.
So neither of you experienced this because when you passed through, you passed through. You didn't try to go back. You made your intention clear that, yeah, as I came through, I pass right on through. You specifically have stuck your head in. As you try to leave, you are unable to move backwards because your head
Stayed.
has gone through the portal. Your conscience is now on that plane, and how this portal works is you are unable to move your head. So now there is a head in the doorway floating where the neck is, and Ava's head's apparent to everyone. You guys, even though you're drinking, it does make a noise. You do turn around and you see Ava's head coming through. Kind of struggling. What would you guys like to do?
Well, how is everyone else in the bar reacting to this?
No one's really noticed this other than maybe one of the two guys at the table right next to the door, but they're just kind of in awe as like, hey, he elbows the next guy. We got another one coming through. This might be a normal occurrence.
Oh, okay.
I meander over.
Yeah.
Can I ask Ava if she wants a drink? Like, hey, you want one?
Ava, your head is the only thing through, and you cannot pull your head back through.
I'm not moving.
Okay.
I'm standing there.
So
I put my glass
I want to
up
give
there.
you guys a sweet image of what's happening on the other side. Your butt and arms and everything else is back in the other plane, and your head is the only thing through, so you're just hanging out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the guy in the corner.
Sure.
I pull up a stool and set my mug on it right under Ava's head so that she can sip on it if she wants to.
So her head is in the doorway, unable to let people kind of through, and now you put a table and then
Not a table, just a stool.
Oh, it's stool with a cup of the ale with the straw up to her mouth.
What happens if I try to Misty Step back into the other? Will I just cut my head off?
I don't know. You would have to try it.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
I'm gonna Misty Step. What is it? 30 feet?
Yes.
30
30
feet.
feet back. Let's see what happens.
Okay. You cast Misty Step. The same ethereal plane that normally comes around your feet begins underneath your chin and envelops your head. You are immediately 5 feet in front of the gate. Back
water?
in deep world. Deep water. Deep
Water
world.
deep?
Yeah, that's it.
Deep
You're
water.
back in that plane.
Okay.
Well done.
At that point, I'm going to turn around and head back to Nathaniel.
Okay. As you walk 10 feet away, the portal then shuts off. The stones that were on the ground begin to swirl and encase the gate itself. And the gate then begins to crack. Do you just keep walking?
Do I notice this?
Roll me a perception check. It's
Because
pretty
I-
hard to miss, but roll me a perception check.
Oh my god, she left.
Natural 20.
I pick
Natural
up,
20.
I pick
As
up my
soon as
beer
you
and
start to feel the magical
it.
power condensing around the archway, you immediately look around and see this as you have walked more than 10 feet away, and it begins to reassemble the old stone and starts to slow down, and the light begins to fade.
As I leave, what if I start coming back?
You walk back, and then this process starts to reverse and starts to move again, a little bit more fluid as you get closer.
So it sounds. So I'm just kind of thinking to myself that it's very much. If you get close to it, it turns on, but if you leave, it turns off. Okay. Go ahead and do thing while I think what I'm gonna do.
Sure. Back in the bar,
I meander over with.
You put that little stool with the straw in the mug, and then you saw her face disappear, and you just kind of, that's probably what Ava would do, and this shrugs off, and you make your way over to where Voquis is at the
Yeah.
table? Okay. So you both sit down at this table with a shorter gentleman, dwarf, large mustache, large beard, dark skin. He has big, flowy robes over him, black with gold trim, a large hood that comes almost over his eyes, and all you can see is his mustache, and the mustache is so big you can't see his teeth. It's just completely gone. No mouth, just one big mustache.
Tight.
Do you guys say anything as you sit down? You just sit down?
So I'm gonna say, hi, I heard you're the one to talk to if we don't know how to get home.
I don't really know what you mean by it. I'm the only one to talk to, but I'm the guy. Would you guys like to play a game?
What do you mean by the guy?
Oh, they didn't tell you, did they? He's going to pull out a cup, and it's got 2 dragons on the front of the cup, and he's going to shake the cup back and forth and go, you guys fancy yourself a game of dragon dice?
Absolutely.
That's what I like to hear. I can only play one of you at a time, but sure looks like your third party member there was not coming through. I tell you what, If you beat me, I'll send you home. If you beat me, I'll give you the prize. If I win...
Big old thumbs up.
If I win, you guys gotta play me again. I love dragon dice. Avla, as you're looking through, you see Voquis and Elrick sitting down at a table, and it doesn't seem painful or anything
So
happening.
the entire time I'm just kind of testing, going back and forth.
Sure.
Back and forth.
Each time that you do that, the wall itself slows down each time you go about 15 to 20-ish feet away, and then begins to crumble. And then as you walk back in, your presence brings it back to life. Each time. Even if you go farther, you test even 50 feet, it still crumbles, but it doesn't get worse as you go farther away.
Okay.
It seems, if you would like to roll give me an Arcana and then an Investigation, so just roll 2 d20s, and then give me a total number. But add your Arcana and then also add your Perception. I'm looking for one number pass.
33.
33. Well done. You, from these dreams, the saying of the word, what's happened with Malcolm, your bits of investigating over time while you're there, you don't know how much time is passing or if it's even equal in time.
Mm-hmm.
But you start to get the feeling that it's directly connected to the shard. It's in your pocket each time that you've passed, but with that roll, you know that if you were to leave the shard on the ground and walk away, it would stay on. Is that good enough for you for now?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to go back to you two. He sits down and goes, which one of you would like to go first?
I'll go first. Wait, what's your name?
My name's Thandel. Thandel Thog. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Voquis.
Well, nice to meet you, Voquis. Why don't you just scoot on over here to the middle, and he begins to shake his 4 dice in his hands, and tell you what, on the count of 3, you'll take 3 of those dice, and you're gonna roll those 3 dice, but you're not gonna let me see it. But take one of your 4 and put it out in front. We're gonna roll those separately, but I'm gonna watch you, and you're gonna watch me, and then we'll decide. So go ahead and roll your 3. Go.
Vandal thought.
Remember,
Fog.
the point is to get to the closest to 18, but not going over.
Okay.
All right, you got your numbers? Mm-hmm. All right. So now take your 4th die and roll it out in front. Holy moly. You have 2 choices. It's very simple. You can either keep the dice or give the dice. I have to then add it to my pips, or you can keep it to get as close to 18 as possible. What do you choose?
I'll give it.
All right. I chose to keep it, and you're giving it?
Yeah.
All right. What are you betting? Puts 10 gold on the table.
I'll match your 10 gold.
Oh, a little bit of a better, huh? All right. Puts down 10 more gold. Ante up. You either fold or you equal. That's how the game's played.
Match.
Puts down 20 more gold. Feeling spicy.
I fold.
Fold. And he pulls open his cup and shows that he is 24. What's yours?
10.
Well done. All right, it's best out of 3. You won one, but we'll see how you do on the next one. Are you ready? Are you ready, kids? That's what I feel like.
Aye, Captain.
Aye, Captain.
Where's my 4th die?
Are you ready? Put your 1 dice out front of you. All right, roll those 3. Okay. Feeling pretty good. You got your paper ready?
Well, we haven't rolled these.
Do you have it ready?
I have it ready.
Okay, then. Get a little antsy on me. Roll that dice out front. Alrighty. Hold up your paper. On 0. 1, 0. What is it?
Take.
Take? I'm giving. There you go. I'm gonna bet you 5 gold. Puts out 5 gold on the table.
I match it.
10 more gold. 15 gold on my side.
I match it.
Show 'em. What's your total?
Do some math.
You were betting without knowing? You're crazy.
Stay in school, kids. 12.
12. You're better at this than I thought. I got 6. Well done. Well done.
Wait, so he did. Sorry, I'm
15 in total, and you matched, so you got 30 more gold. How about one more for all your gold that you have? And if you win it,
Ooh.
well, then you've bet. And if you win it, I'll give you what I promised. How's that sound? We play for your home realm.
I thought it was 2 out of 3.
I'm a sore loser.
Okay.
And I'm your only way of home, so. All right,
I love this game so much.
put one out. Roll them. Roll that force die. I'm rolling like schnockies today.
What are schnockies?
I think that's a family term for.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep.
Give.
50 gold.
I match.
Okay, you have how much have you earned so far?
Oh.
95 total, or 90?
Yeah, 9.
90? You match out of the 50, so there's 100 gold on the table. 20 more, 70 gold.
I match.
He takes out of his back right pocket a small gem. It is massive in its size because it is a pure diamond, the clearest you've ever seen.
Oh, shiny.
2,000 gold. That is worth 2,000.
I can't pay. I don't have 2,000 gold.
Well, then you better give something of worth. Because there's no backing out of this.
I bring up my thing of Dryad's Kiss.
How'd you know I was an alcoholic?
I can just hear it in your voice.
Yeah, that's true. I've heard of this.
I'm not giving up my drugs.
Don't do drugs, kids.
I tell you what, you put that in, we'll call it even.
God, I hope I win. I'm gonna be pissed if I lose.
All right. Show them. What's your total score?
12.
12. 7, 13, 15. That's a solid 15 for me. Well, thanks for the Dryad's Kiss. Did you know this was made with real cedar? I've heard some crazy stories about this. Not gonna drink it, though. I'll sell it for later.
It's pretty good. You should try a little.
I tell you what, try your luck next time, and I'm going to play your friend here.
You better win.
No, I'll win.
Abla, what do you want? Is there anything you want to do at this point? As you see them playing games and she's having a good time, the
And
bar
she
is
just
still
lost
lively
a
as ever.
bar.
Damn it, I'm pissed.
Still just hanging out?
I'm gonna.
Are you broke now?
whip out
$0?
the shard?
No,
Okay.
I'm not. I
Kind
just-
of wave it and see if it does anything. Because the guy showed me his whenever
Sure.
I saw him.
So when you pull out the shard and you have it in your hand and you're waving it around in front of the portal, that man, Thandel, oh, I already forgot his name. Thandel, his eye jerks over and looks at you and pulls out a similar shard.
Well, that looks like Ava's.
Have you seen
And then
it?
it just,
Yeah, I'm sitting in
he
front
just
of him.
does a quick little,
Yeah.
Oh, wait, do I
and
see
it's
it?
gone.
Do I see it?
And then he smiles to you and leans back and looks at Elrick and goes, "You're up, buddy boy. It's your
Alrighty.
turn.
You ready to lose some money?
I'm ready to lose a little less than a soul."
Sounds good. Roll them dice, bad boy.
He's going to flip out a coin from inside of his hand as you saw him pull out a shard,
Uh-huh.
and then the shard disappeared,
Uh-huh.
and then he flips out a coin from inside of his sleeve and puts it between his fingers, and he goes, "You ever seen one of these? You want a story, or you want a game?"
Want a game. Maybe story later.
Pops it away. "You don't even know what you're playing for, man after my own heart. Let's
and
roll."
before
'em.
we roll, I chug my beer.
Do you know how to play? Did you
Yes.
figure it out?
I figured it
You're
out.
a smart mind.
Yeah.
Roll those 3. Go ahead and just roll that last die. I got a 1. What'd you roll?
A 3.
A 3. Pull up your paper. Have it ready. You ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. This is such
Having some technical difficulties.
Technical
let's make sure your
difficulties.
mic's still working. Yeah, it's still working. Boop, boop, boop. I had keep. What do you have?
Keep.
Bring it to yourself. What'd you roll?
Are we not gonna bet for some monies?
Not this time.
I don't think you understand what you're actually fighting for.
Get my Dryad's kiss back.
What'd you roll?
16.
It's a good first round. You beat me, fair and square. 1 to the furry man in the corner. Our beards match almost, but I think I might be furrier. Pulls his chest down a little bit, is a little bit of a thing. Here's just a rug underneath. Kindred hearts. Get ready and roll him again. Roll those 3.
And I chug my other beer before I roll.
Alrighty. He's going to take a swig of the Dryad.
Nice.
It hits him hard and just lets out that woo. That's good. Roll that 4th die. Hold it up on 3. 1, 2, 3. Give. Keep. Here's a 6. You can just remember 6.
Okay.
What's your total?
17.
Well done. With a 6. Well done. I got a 14. You guys are a lot better at this than the last crew that came through 22 years ago.
22
Gotta give
years
it to
ago,
you.
Huh?
Well, I'm not here all the time. Who do you think I am?
I don't know. Some weirdo
That just hangs out in this bar.
that hangs out in a
That's
bar.
a good assumption, I have to admit. He is, out of excitement after the beer and the Dryad's Kiss kicking through, he's going to kind of scoot up his arms a bit, and the sleeves come back. His skin, where his wrist begins to his forearm, just like I have my arm, the skin is nothing but galaxies.
Cool.
The skin is moving, and make a perception roll, the two of you.
Good thing I didn't drink my
His
Dryad's
hand,
Kiss yet.
his fingernails are void black. His hand itself is normal, just like a human's or a dwarf's. But right at the wrist, all the way back, his skin is nothing but galaxies. And what's your roll? 13?
23.
With a 13, you don't see it. With a 23, back to the bottom of the arm, you think that his arm and skin is moving, kind of like your tattoo itself. But with the 23,
23.
anything above 20, you actually see a shooting star begin on underneath of his arm. It's active, or at least a see-through of some sort of galaxy. And he's going to, well, I don't know. High or low? Call it. Voquis, call it.
Hi!
Always high. Dang it.
He's not going to notice that you guys have seen this. And he's just out of nonchalantly push his sleeves back down. He's getting pretty drunk at this point. He goes, how about one more round? You beat me fair and square, 2 or 3. One more. I give you your prize, but we pay for something a little bit more. A little bit crazier.
Go on.
How about I gave you an ability?
Go
If I
on.
win, you give me one of yours. The ability I'm willing to give you, I think you'll just have to take a chance. See if I'm crazy enough to give you something good or real crappy. But I want something to ante up from you. What would you be willing to give me?
I'll give you ability.
What would you be willing to give?
What do you mean by ability?
Spell, ability, feature, trait. He's
I'll give him my
asking for it.
disguised self.
It's pretty good. Deal. One more game.
A knockback a Dryad's Kiss.
He takes another chug of the Dryads as well. High or low?
Low.
12. You're loving. Roll those dice. Roll the 4th.
Wait, hold on.
Rolled a 2.
A 5.
I can't do math right now. The Dryad's Kiss is kicking in. 1, 2, 3. Give. What'd you roll?
19.
No!
19. Tell you what, we'll ante this up right when you leave. For now, Voquis, I owe you something special.
Did he
For you?
plus more?
When you're ready,
No, he couldn't.
with a snap of my fingers, you'll be home.
Can I play
Oh, I
one
did
more
2 out of
time to
3.
get the rest of my Dryad's Kiss back?
Bet him your drugs.
You do have that.
You do have drugs.
I'm not gonna give up my drugs.
He's gonna look at you and go, well, what do you got? I already won most of what you have. What could you possibly give me now?
I look at Elrick and I hold up the potion of invisibility.
Oh, what am I gonna do with a potion of invisibility?
Make yourself invisible?
He's gonna pull open his sleeves, and you're gonna see both arms that are complete galaxies, and he goes, you have no idea what I am. An invisibility potion does nothing. I only deal in things of worth.
Like drugs.
But I do like to party. 100% from the sheet that I have. Likes to party.
Likes to party. I like
I-
how
I-
that's a trait.
So,
It
okay.
is.
So I have 2 bags of drugs, correct?
Yes.
I'll offer up 1 bag of drugs.
Okay, you just put this on the table.
No, I say...
Let's get it.
Okay.
Offer him 1 bag of my meth. My speedballs.
Sir, it looks like you like to party.
You could say I've gotten down a time or 2.
I have something that will make the parties enhanced. That will enhance your party.
Let me test what you're talking about, and then I'll tell you
Not-
whether or not.
Not here.
They don't know anything. And with a snap of his fingers, the entire bar freezes.
Do I freeze?
All time, not you, all of the movement and everyone talking, all sound has stopped.
What does Ava see?
Ava sees everyone talking, and then people stop moving. And he smiles and looks at you and go, let's see about those party favors.
I slide.
Does it?
I slide over the bag of drugs.
He's going to lick his pinky finger, dip it in the bag, and as soon as it touches his tongue, the bar begins moving again.
I quickly hide it.
Ante up that whole bag and you got yourself a game.
Okay.
Woo! That's some good stuff.
Somebody
Not the drugs!
gambling addiction is gonna make them lose all their
Roll those
stuff.
3 dice.
Don't take her to the casinos.
Never.
And go ahead and roll that 4th. I'll make this real interesting. Puts the diamond back on the table. If you win, I'll give it to you freebie, because you're really fun. But if I win, I take half of your health. And what that equates to is something you might not understand. It's not health points, what he's asking for.
Oh, it's like my constitution.
But what he's saying is half your health.
Excuse me.
Did I mention this was
Hard
worth?
to edit out.
Give me 1 second.
Okay. While you were doing this and contemplating, he does pull out a second diamond while you're feeling a bit uneasy about the situation and puts it next to it, and this one's larger. And he goes, let me ease that decision a little bit.
Yeah. So 2 diamonds, you're saying.
2 diamonds for
2 diamonds.
half your health.
Okay.
Looks over the dice, looks at his dice,
Ugh,
looks
just
at
had deja
you,
vu.
smiles.
Just had deja vu.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. I have keep.
Yeah, take.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not what you're supposed to write down, Voquis.
Show me what you got.
17.
Well done. These are now yours. And what he does is put a finger on either side of them and pushes them together, and it becomes one larger gem as they transform into a larger gem.
Stop while you're ahead, right? Stop while you're ahead. This is how you're
No
supposed
more
to
gambling.
Do I get my Dryad's Kiss back, though? Because that's what I was actually playing for.
Fair is fair. Takes the Dryad's Kiss. Can I have a drink for the road?
Absolutely.
Takes a big chug. He drinks
Susan
4
did a burger
shots.
diamond.
Puts the cork in it. Hands it. Leans back in his chair. Leans back forward. Takes the bag.
No. I won.
He takes the bag.
Half the bag.
I think that
Half the
well
bag.
pays for this bag.
Half the bag?
Okay. He just pours that out on the table.
I look stupid.
He takes the bag, looks over at you, Elrick, flips you the coin, and goes, maybe you should talk to somebody on your plane for what you can do with that little treasure. When you look at this coin has many rings inside of it, each with a different indentation and incantation. It is layered, and it looks three-dimensional. As you're looking into the coin, it looks like it's 4 feet deep. But when you turn it, it's not that way. It's a weird illusion. And he goes, you know what? Just go talk to Puddle. See what he can tell you.
To butthole?
Puddle.
Oh, I think you're slurring your words a little bit.
Yeah, I tell you what. That Dryad's Kiss is really
Mr.
good.
Thought.
And with that, are you ready to go home?
Yes.
Just tell me. Snap your fingers. I'll snap my
Wait, where's
fingers.
Puddle?
Somebody will snap their fingers. I need
Puddle?
another drink.
Who's Puddle?
Puddle was the gentleman that you talked to at the bar.
Okay.
You make your way over to Puddle?
Yeah, I might
Yeah,
be
yeah.
to Puddle.
So Puddle looks over to you and goes, looks like you had a hell of a time.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I got this
well,
thing.
He
I
gave you
don't show him what I got.
you got an archway coin. You know how to use it?
No.
Simple. And what he's about to explain to you, for brevity of time, archway coins are extremely rare. They have 3 uses. You fuse an archway coin with a shard. You can transfer an element, a magical element, from one piece of armor to another. Armor to armor, weapon to weapon. So if there is a +5 flaming sword, you can transfer that to a rapier. Or you can imbue it with certain traits. You have to take it to a certain type of blacksmith, but if you keep it, they will then be able to forge a very unique trait to one piece of gear. So it's up to you then to choose how you want to use it.
It has 3 uses?
One use.
1 use. Okay. I think you said 3 uses, but
3 different types of
Okay.
usages, one official use. if
Do
that
I
makes
know what
sense.
happens if I fuse it with, by shard, the obsidian that Ava has?
You would have to ask.
I ask Puddle what happens. Do you know what happens if I fuse this with a shard?
Well, to
It's
be
an
honest with
obsidian
you,
shard, right?
if you fuse it with the shard, the only thing that I know, or you look over and Thandel is taking a lot of the powder right now. And he goes, well, I
Well,
would
he does
tell you
like
to
to
go talk
party.
to him, but it looks like he's partying by himself now. If you fuse it with the shard, something happens where supposedly the lore goes, you can find more archways. Think of them like a beacon. But that's just how the lore goes. I don't know if it actually will show you, but something to that nature.
Thanks, Puddle.
Hey, no problem. You want a beer on the way to go?
Of course I do.
He fills up a large jug. You too, Missy?
Yes, please.
Fills up another large jug, and on the jug, I'll give you the commemorative jugs from here. And it actually says the bar name.
Which is
Corner of the four plate.
Corner of the 4 plates along the brim. It's got a steel top with rivets, and along the bottom it says the same, or it says the same. It's the same type with a steel handle, and in the wood it's engraved corner of the 4 plates with a plate and some food as the logo on the front.
That's awesome.
For the road. It hands you these. I mean, they're big 45-ounce jugs, and then with that, as soon as he hands you the jugs,
5 gold.
Yeah, I tossed 5 gold
Cool.
to him too. Yeah.
as soon as you guys are you grabbing for the jugs?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
As soon as either one of you touch the jug,
Oh, it's a port key.
immediately as you touch the jug, you are immediately just in the same instant. You just come back to the plane right next to Ava, and the jug, it's got the liquid in it, and you're both. You guys are now right back. And the archway, if you'll all 3 give me perception rolls, please.
19.
19, 14,
18.
18. Well done. All 3 of you, as you turn around, the archway begins to mold, crackle, crack, bend, contort in ways that doesn't make sense. The ground where it was charred begins to grow grass. So dead grass begins to stand back up. It becomes nice and pretty. You feel this small shaking as a stone starts to penetrate underneath the ground and envelop the archway. And now there's just this large rock formation. It looks like any other normal rock formation, but it formed itself around the archway. Just looks like a normal set of stones. There are no more archway.
Ava, you totally missed out. There's drinking and a dice game, and I got this sweet coin. You want some beer?
I was like, Ava, look at what I got, and I show her the diamond. Like, I'm assuming this is a huge diamond.
So this diamond, they were, say, the first one is around the size of a D20, right? The second one was the size of a $50. This bad boy is big. Now it's the size of the microphone.
Head.
The microphone head. It's at least a couple inches round. This bad boy is big.
Expensive.
Would you like to investigate the diamond?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. Give me just an investigation roll.
I have no idea what my investigation modifier is. 12.
So you're looking at the diamond. You are beyond.
Wait, we're in the forest, right?
Yep. Go ahead. Roll it again.
Even though this has nothing to do with the forest. It doesn't matter, 12.
Okay.
I deserve that.
With a 12, you are
deserve
looking
it.
at this diamond, and it is gorgeous. You think that it is worth a ton of money. A ton. You have no idea how much, but it is outrageous. And then you feel a sharp pain
Oh no.
as you are holding it between your fingers, and it is the sharp end is in your thumb, and your finger's on the top, and you're looking at it through the sunlight, and then you feel this sharp pain, and a black substance goes from the bottom of the diamond and starts to make the diamond opaque, and it goes completely obsidian black. Cracks, shatters, and into pure dust. And you hear this laughter in your head. That old dwarfen man giggling in your ear. And you feel a thud in your pocket.
Oh, thank God.
Do you...
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. So, look in your pocket. And inside your pocket, there is the exact same 2 diamonds before. One is regular diamond, and the other is an emerald. The larger is an emerald.
Okay.
Make an investigation roll on your powder. And then you're going to give me a high or low. Right now. High or low?
Low.
That's amazing. All of your powder is gone. So...
It's okay, I don't know what it was anyway.
It's true.
No, your drugs are gone, is what he's saying.
No.
No.
Yeah. So...
Not
that
the
was
black
not my
powder.
drugs.
Yes, that was the
Where was
powder
it
that I'm
from?
referring to.
No, I still have an entire bag of it in my...
We're going.
So the transference of diamond for powder.
Wait, no!
Yep.
I checked my pockets. Where are my drugs?
The bag is still there. It is completely empty.
He didn't even know I had that other bag on me.
You don't know what he is.
I can just picture Voquis being like,
Why?
Tonguing the bag.
You.
No!
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
sorry.
it's not like you can't just buy more.
Well, yeah, now I have
Well,
money.
you may or may not have
Unless the
funded
guy- the guy's never
like
comes back.
a small deity with some drugs. But in the world of transference between planes,
Damn it.
he transferred. The diamond you had was a fake.
Okay.
But when he transferred he knew you had more, so he gave you the real diamonds, but magically took the rest of the powder.
You can always buy more drugs, Voquis.
Pissed. I am pissed.
Okay, Ava, you've been chilling. What do you want to do? Okay.
I've been kind of experimenting with the shard, and I'm like, okay. And I tell them, like, guys might not already know this, but I think this shard is what activated the portal.
Oh yeah, that guy was talking to us about like the archways and the
And I was
portals
like, yeah,
and
you
stuff.
know, if I left, the arch wouldn't went away. If I came back with the shard, it opened it back up. So I'm guessing this shard has some sort of interplanetary or travel ability.
Interesting.
Also, this time I didn't pass out when holding it.
Whoa.
Improvement.
So that's good.
Getting stronger.
The day is still very bright. You're
Oh, I'm
still
so
in this clearing.
disoriented.
It's gorgeous. You've been gone. This whole thing has taken maybe an hour of time. Would either of you like to give me a perception check?
I would, since we're
Okay.
in the forest.
Absolutely.
That counts. Soft 20.
With a soft 20, there is a shimmer in the crack of the rock where the rocks had formed, where the archway is. It's down at the base of the rock, and it seems to be something is buried in the bottom right where the two rocks come together.
I want to go investigate it.
Okay. Investigate / give me an action for digging. Because if you want to investigate, you'll be digging.
So what's the action for digging?
Just give me a dexterity check.
Okay, so first I'm gonna do the
Yep,
investigation,
give me investigation, then
which is a soft 20,
nice.
and then dexterity check, 12.
12.
Math is hard,
Hey.
Ava.
When you start digging away, there is a handle,
Plop down.
and it is silver in nature, with this leather wrapping and an ornate little trinket at the base tied to the bottom. So it is something is lodged underneath.
I'm gonna say, hey guys, I found something, and I'm gonna pull on it.
Okay,
watch.
strength check.
9.
9. It does not move. You pull, and you lodge both feet, and you try to give it a good pull. Nothing. Not coming out.
You can do it.
I'll go help her.
Okay.
I'm gonna dig.
Roll a strength. If you want to assist or
Yeah, I'm gonna assist.
sure. If you're going to be digging, I'll roll that at advantage, Evelyn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
Not thank
a
God.
short rest while they wait. Maybe I don't know. How
gonna
long
be
are we
a
gonna be
7.
in this?
A 7. Even with her 9, you began pulling, and it does start to budge. You might realize that it's probably going to take a couple more times, and you'll be able to get it. But if you keep working at it with these strength checks, you're going to get it in time.
Do
So,
it again.
both of you roll. I'm looking for a total number here.
Oh, 17.
17.
14.
14. Both of you together, one hand each on the hilt as it's moved out, and it comes out with a shwink. Dirt goes flying everywhere.
A schwink.
A shwink. And what you are holding is a trident. And this trident is about 6.5 feet long, where the normal devil trident comes out with a curvature at the top. This is straight angular, and it comes into a Y, and it has 2 on each side, so 5 prongs in total coming off the top.
Bad
And it's
ass.
a pentadent, right?
What?
Trident means 3 prongs.
Yeah, pentadent.
Pentadent, technically.
It's still light outside, right?
Oh yeah, it's just
Let's
1 in
go
the
back.
afternoon.
No, we're going back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going back.
All right.
Is
So
that merchant still there? With
The what?
drugs?
he's all the way at the gates.
Okay.
Yeah, come
Oh yeah,
on.
he's back in
Alright,
Waterdeep.
sorry.
No, you're
Come
good.
on.
One track mind.
Come on,
Okay.
junkie.
So you guys walk your way back the way that you're coming, and with Voquis' inability to get lost, you know exactly how you get back to the cart. No need to roll as you find your footsteps and go straight back with good efficiency. Your cart has not been messed with. Your horse is still there, annoyed, but he's still there.
I
We gave him water.
summon some good berries and feed half to him and eat half myself.
And he just enjoys those good berries.
I give him a good scritching.
Seems to be happier now. And with that, you guys make your way back to Waterdeep, back to Haven.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. With just a few hour travel, it reminds you, it only took you an hour-ish to get out there. You guys make it back. The gates open as everyone knows that you're from Haven. They let you right into Waterdeep. The vendors have changed all along, as it is accustomed to morning vendors and afternoon vendors. There's too many vendors in the city of Waterdeep to all be out at once, and they're given shifts per day. They have to sign up morning or afternoon, and they're given stall assignments, and then they go and they have to shift change. So, the afternoon, this is a different shift.
I go around asking for Dorothil.
No one's heard of that name before?
He ain't coming back.
But you could ask around possibly the guards, maybe some other people, maybe bars.
Hey, guard.
But if you
We're gonna get some drugs.
if you want to talk to people as you're making way back to Haven, I'll allow it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Give me an investigation roll, no advantage because you're not in the forest anymore. Before you ask.
I don't stop the horse and cart.
I don't find it.
She has to walk.
Yeah, you guys are in the cart leaving. She is now talking to people. She's definitely behind.
Bye,
7.
Voquis.
7?
Hi, I'll see you at the Drunken Horse.
Give me one more roll. Same.
Worse. Investigation?
Yep.
5.
You've been walking around asking people. You stop in a couple bars, kind of ask the keeper, and there is one person that kind of chortles
Chortles. I love that
and
word.
leans over his friend and says, "You looking for Dorfil?
Yeah.
Why?"
I would like to purchase goods from him.
He's going to draw his sword. As he stands up, his coat unveils the fact that he is a city guard, and he knows that name.
We're
If
gone.
if drugs
Gone.
are the wares you're looking for, then you've gone in the wrong place.
I pull out my health potions. I bought these from him earlier today.
You're
I was
going to
gonna
have to
buy
make
more.
a persuasion check.
Junkie.
Don't do drugs.
Oh, damn!
I'm going to jail.
Oh my goodness. What did you roll?
We're gonna have to bust Voquis out of jail.
6.
With the 6. He
He
is going to, when he raises up and says this, you realize you are at a table of city guard who are off shift. They just got off shift, came in here for a drink. They have also been looking for Dorfil.
Have they?
They all stand up and quickly surround you.
If only there was something
And-
we could do.
And they say to you, with swords half drawn, "Please step outside." And they will escort you outside.
So as I turn around with
There are 5 city guard with you.
my cloak, I'm going to disguise self.
in front of them, as they see you do this.
No, I'm gonna turn around because I have my
there
cloak
are
on.
5 city
You're
guards which
surrounded. They're gonna
surrounded
see
you.
you.
You're in the center of 5 with
You're
half.
doing this.
No, you can absolutely do it. Why not? If that's what you want to do.
I want to. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go outside with them.
They don't wait.
This is
You
how I
you
picture
make those movements.
Kate
They
getting pulled
say
over by the
this.
cops.
You begin to move, and the three on the right side, the man who was speaking to you just says, "Grab her," and they grab your arms. You can try to resist if you want.
No,
I mean, that's up to you. Do you try to resist them?
no.
Okay. They will then
Damn it.
take you to the local jail, which is 3 blocks down, and take you inside. They are off duty in normal clothes except for the breastplate, which they're instructed to not take off. They walk you into a somewhat dark room. There's the left wall is nothing but cells iron bars. There's a couple of vagrants in there and a drunk that's passed out. He has peed on himself multiple times and he's very wet. At the right, there is a large, fat gentleman, human, with a goatee, about a foot long. His feet are propped up and he's eating pie, some kind of food, off of his belly. And they come in and go, Charles, I told you to get your feet off the desk. And, the food goes flying. He gets up. Just get the manacles, Charles. Charles waddles his way around. This is a
whole misunderstanding.
Charles waddles around, brings that city guard the monocles, and says, "Put your arms behind your back." Do you do willingly?
No. I don't want to.
Are you resisting? Yes or no?
I just want to try and talk. I'm just gonna be like, hey, no, it's a misunderstanding.
Do you move your hands in any other way other than putting them behind your back?
No.
I'm just asking because it's very important for you to answer that.
No. I'm just gonna verbally protest.
With a verbal protest, he is going to open the manacles, arms behind your back. You got less than 3 seconds to do what he asks.
I do it.
Okay. He puts the manacles on. He then searches you for any materials.
No! He's not gonna take it. Please
and
tell me.
He rifles through.
John, don't do this to me. John, don't do this to me. Don't you do me like that.
Maybe you shouldn't be doing drugs.
He rifles through all of your gear. He takes everything from pockets to trinkets to everything. When you feel the manacles go on your wrist, you feel basically a sucking of power. If you were to try to feel any type of magic to your hands, it feels like your hands are demagicified because the manacles are actually blocking.
I just want to pay and get out of here.
And so he takes all of your things, puts them in a bag. He goes through them.
Don't do me like this.
He looks in the bag that looks like the bag that had the drugs in it.
Wait, no, I threw that away when it was empty.
You never said it.
I did not hear that.
You never said it.
Never said that.
You got drug residue.
He sees it. He looks in it. Smells it. Puts it back in. Closes up your little bag of all of your stuff. And then puts you in a cell. And then kicks you in and says, "Good 48 hours will do you good. Don't be sniffing around drugs." And so, you find yourself in a very, very dark and damp room, about 6 feet by 8 feet, kind of large, with a small stool to kind of sit on, and no bedding, and a pot in the corner.
Does she have any roommates?
Not in the room that she is, but all of these cages are right next to each other, and there is a person on your right and a person on your left. The person on your left is the one that peed himself and is very, very drunk. The person on your right seems to be some type of Firbolg. Very large in nature, pure brown. Put you in there.
So, when I'm in there, does he take the manacles off? Or do I
Nope.
So I can't move my hands at all?
Yep. So,
This has been a good episode in moral.
Remember, don't do the crime
don't
if
do
you
drugs.
can't pay the time.
If only you could go invisible.
this is awesome. So, you're spending your time in jail.
I would have hightailed.
Elrick and Avalot,
Got
you have
6
made
seconds.
your way back to Haven, and what would you guys like to do?
We'll go up to Nathaniel and give him the trident to get it looked at.
Oh, sure. You guys go up to the second floor, talk to Nathaniel, you knock on the door, and we'll come in.
When we go up to him and then relay the story, say, "Hey, yeah, we went to investigate the light. It turns out it was a portal. Him and the other one went in, but I stayed out and noticed that."
Where is the other one? Speaking
Oh,
of her.
she was in the market trying to buy drugs.
Drugs.
I'm guessing since she's not back, she might have gotten arrested. I don't know. She was wandering around asking everybody for a drug dealer.
Drugs.
Yeah,
Does she not know that we provide them?
I guess not.
Healing.
No, not those kinds of drugs. The illegal ones.
Oh, how unfavorable.
What was the guy's name? I'm looking at you over.
Drugs.
Do you remember?
No.
was-
She wouldn't do that.
I saw her snort them.
Well, I will have to give her a good lashing
What a
when she gets back.
narc.
Thank you for telling me.
No problem. It's
From
my
one
duty.
noble to another. That's good to know.
Squealer.
And so you tell him the rest of the story. Do you hand him the trident?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, this is quite a find.
Takes it, runs his hand along the top half to where the 5 pieces of the trident are, and he begins to push the 5 tridents together, and it combines down to 1 trident, from 5 down to 3. I've seen this before, but give it this tug. And at the bottom, presses what seems to be a small button, and it goes down to 1 foot. It shrinks immediately down to almost a dagger size.
Cool.
And grabs it. This is a trident of success. You can stabby stab. You can elongate it and stabby stab. But either way, it seems to transfer
Gonna
energy.
stabby
If
stab.
you were to stab and kill, it'll take the life essence from that person and transfer it to you. Outside of the game, when you land a killing blow on an enemy, you regain 1d6 hit points.
Tight.
That changes upon which you use it. The more you use it, it's a possibility of it becoming more. So, this is quite a nice find that you have here. Well deserved. Hands it back to you. But be careful, that button's pressed when it's in your pocket. Could be bad.
I bet.
Yeah, don't press that in your pocket.
So, I tell you what. Let me go talk to the guards. She's truly guilty of this. I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Can't have one of our own in that place.
May wanna-
It hurts our image.
It does. You may want to give her a stern talking.
I think that'll be just it. He's gonna head that way. As you guys, what do you guys want to do?
So
Actually-
I'm gonna talk to him and be like, so what do you think we should do with this? I mean, it doesn't fit your style, clearly. I want to stick to my family sword. Do you think Voquis would want this, or do you think we should, store it for now?
She might want it. We could store it for now if she doesn't.
I'm gonna see if he'll let me do this, because this isn't a very wondrous item, right?
Correct.
If Voquis doesn't want it, would you mind if I try to convince the blacksmith to do a trade so he can add nice enchantment to my armor?
Go for it.
Because it doesn't seem to be your style or my style. Maybe it's Voquis, but I don't know. But if she doesn't want it,
yeah. Feel free.
we'll have to wait for her to get out of jail.
Good use. That's good talk.
I wander downstairs and go.
I'll give you inspiration. That was a good thought.
Go to the drunken horse.
I'll
Okay.
go with you.
Going down to the Drunken Horse.
Is Hilda there?
Hilda is not there. There is no one behind the bar.
Wait, what
There's
time
no
is it?
mom. It's about 2:30.
2:30.
Mom's not behind the bar. Hilda's not behind the bar.
Is there
There's
anyone?
only a couple people inside, and they're sitting there, and they don't have drinks or food. They're just chatting.
Is it not open this early?
The human sitting at the table will kind of look around. Oh, hey, Elrick. Yeah, I guess they're not really open right now. No one's here, so we're just sitting in here relaxing. You want to sit?
No, I'm good. I was hoping to talk to Hilda.
They kind of left in a hurry. Don't really know why.
Do you know where they went?
No idea. We just came down here. Of course, the door's always open here because people live here, but
Well, if they come back, will you send a little runner boy?
yeah, sure can.
Nathan went to the guards, right?
Yep. He's going to
I wanted
the jail.
I wanted
To
to
bail
talk to
me
that
out.
guy.
As you're coming out of Haven, at the front, remember our little gnome friend?
Yes.
He's
My
outside.
little buddy.
And let me describe this a little bit. He is there. In between him and the little goblin boy that you healed is the fire chicken. And they are doing a little dance around the fire chicken. They're both just kind of na 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 na, making some kind of song as they're jumping around, and the fire chicken is just kind of sitting there back and forth swaying, and the fire just kind of goes whoof, 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 to the beat.
As he goes to do that, I'm gonna go talk to the blacksmith just to kind of get an idea of what I could get for this.
Sure.
I'm not gonna give it in yet because I gotta talk to Voquis first, but
You're
kind
going
of want
to
to get an idea.
Sure.
Since he's building it already, I want to see where he's at.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Anything you want to do as you're heading to the jail? Is there you just noticed them off to the corner? They're
jail or
playing.
anything. I was
Okay.
just going outside. Man, I swear I must have did some of those drugs as well because things are just so weird. There's a universe guy, and now there's this fire chicken that people are worshiping, and I wander over and be like, "Hey, little buddy. Hey, little dude.
Hey man, how's it going? Join in!" And he just keeps and they're just running around in a circle around the fire chicken. The fire chicken's just going back and forth, swaying to this musical sound that they're producing.
Why are you guys dancing around the fire chicken?
Who wouldn't? This is fun.
Does it do anything?
He stops. The goblin stops, and they both look at you, kind of blank face, like, "What do you do for fun?"
Drink.
Well, obviously, I
to
can't do
forget.
that. And the goblin's like, what's a drink? The chicken, however, goes, "It's where you take some alcohol and you put it down your throat."
Very
Real,
astute.
real deep voice coming from this little fire chicken.
Are you the same fire chicken from before?
I sure am. Thanks for
What?
stuffing me in a bag and getting me out of that situation.
You're welcome.
They were gonna eat me. Those savages.
Why'd you come back to Haven?
You put me in a bag.
No, I mean after you got away.
Oh, when I ran it. Oh, well, first off, no one likes to sing. I kind of was forced to sing. I ran away because I didn't want you guys to eat me too. You put me in a bag. Come on.
I mean.
And he kind of flares up a little bit of the fire around him, a little bit of anger. As you can tell, this is coming from his mood. But I made some friends. They brought me back. Now they think
Okay.
I'm a god. It's funny.
Okay.
The little guy
Carry
goes,
on.
"I don't think you're a god. You're just fun." The other one's
Carry
like,
on.
"I thought you were my god." The little goblin boy.
And
They just go right back to, "All right, bye, Elrick."
I will wander to the garden. It's been a while.
The chicken
since
just
I-
kind of moves its head to the beat as they just go right back to their little playing.
And I'm gonna go meditate in the garden for a bit.
Okay. No John Mercer.
No John
C.
Mercer whipping
Sorry.
himself.
John Mercy
Oh.
out there.
John
He's
Mercy.
he's not whipping himself. The goblins have made a little bit of a living shack out back with some makeshift boards and
Oh,
some
and I
tarps.
check on them.
And
Forgot about the goblins.
they're all kind of sitting out
Elrick
front
did, though.
around a small fire. And they immediately recognize you. They come over and they're all around your legs and just saying thank you and kind of singing your praise, like thank you for being so helpful. And you see the father and he gives you a nod. And you hang out with them for a little bit and then make your way over to meditate, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you meditate and it's the cone of silence and it's a nice time in the little bit of meditation.
This is so much nicer without John whipping himself.
I mean, no one wants to see extremism.
While you were meditating,
He showed up.
John Jessup.
nope,
Comes up and starts beating you.
He's nude.
it's just weird.
He's like, today is the
He
extra
just picks
day."
one piece of clothing and doesn't wear it for that day. So some days it's pants, some days it's a shirt. Yeah, no. As you were meditating, you feel a calm wash over you. Your eyes get heavy, and you feel a connection drawing you what seems to be a bit of outer body. Your eyes open, and you feel pressure upon your face. You push forward, and your face breaks out from underneath the dirt. You raise up out of the dirt and look around as it's blinding light. You are in the eve. Tia, standing at your feet, says, "Welcome back."
I look down at her. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I could come back here that easily.
I have to admit, I did bring you.
Oh, okay. That makes
There's
sense.
something I want to tell you.
Yeah, you went. Where'd you go? I was looking for you earlier.
I don't know where I am. I am in an eternal sleep that I cannot wake from. I am stuck here.
Okay.
I need you to find my body.
You can count on me.
Put me to rest or wake me up. Find me so I can be at peace. You look over, and as you can see, if you remember, there's these groves of trees. She is the earth. That is the eve. There is a tree on top of a mountain, and this tree is massive. Like the world tree from Avatar.
Okay.
You can see that it is half dead, cut at a slant, and the other half living. I'm withering away. When that last leaf falls, I will be dead. But I know that I'm not dead because it still has leaves. But I'm stuck here.
Do you remember the last thing that happened to you before you entered your eternal sleep?
I was heading east on a mission for Nathaniel, trying to find Tilda. She's been missing. We got in an argument, and I left. She disappeared the same night as the cultists, but I had a hunch that it wasn't the cultists since we didn't find her body. I started to speak to the earth. Her footsteps took me east. She didn't go to the cultist. She's somewhere else. If you find Tilda, I think you'll find me. Save me.
You can count on me.
She leans in, kisses you on the cheek, and as she kisses you, you fall back into the grave that you came from, and the earth wraps around you in complete darkness, and your eyes open back in the grove. Hearing nothing, seeing nothing, except
John
you were
Mercy's
still there.
just there whipping himself right next to me.
He's combing his hair, blind as can be. No, I'm just kidding. So you're back. Ava, blacksmith.
Yep.
You walk in, and the full orc that is in there.
Okay. I thought it was half. What
Is
is
it,
that?
I thought was it half?
I thought you said it was half.
No one
I
takes
have
notes,
to, I have
so
to
I
look at
wouldn't
that
know.
again. I'm sorry. I thought it
Make
was
it
full.
full because that'll be more fun.
I think it's I think
Rarely you get to run into like non-enemy full orcs.
right. No, I thought I made it a full. Anyways, it's a full orc. It was a non-canon session, so we're fine.
Yeah.
So you walk in, the full orc looks at you and goes, "Hey again. I got all of your stuff basically done. Head of schedule."
Great. And then I say, I got a bit of a proposition and something to show you.
Okay.
So
What do you
at that
got?
point, I take out the train in small form.
Oh.
And then I press the button like that, and it opens up.
Oh my goodness.
And I was
What
like,
is this?
It's like I ran into this weapon. From what I've
Okay.
heard from some of the leadership, I don't know if I was Nathaniel or Marcos. I don't know.
Marcos.
So that's what I'm calling him in my head. The wizard.
What?
Malcolm.
That's wrong too.
Malcolm.
wrong too.
Malcolm is
Malcolm.
the wizard.
Okay.
Nathaniel is the big
Who
daddy.
did we talk to? I thought we talked to the wizard.
Nathaniel.
We talked to the wizard. Okay. We talked to Nathaniel.
Yep.
Give me a little bit of info on this. Apparently, if you use this, it allows for you to gain back some of the health of your fallen enemies.
I'm gonna roll.
Now that is a piece of equipment I do like, and he takes it from you and presses the button and it shrinks down and presses the button and shrinks up. Can I just keep it? This would be so much fun.
And I was like, about that. I remember you said that you were able to create exemplary armor.
Absolutely.
Actually, when I received this, I realized, you know what, this trend isn't really particularly my style, but I thought of you, and I thought that this would complement you very well. I'm kind of persuaded.
Sure.
It seems like it was almost made for you, if you could say that.
You, on the left wall, there is just weapons array, kind of like a gun shop would have them all lined up, and there is one of each style, a mace, a long sword, and he goes, "These are some of my finest works. Took me a long time, but each one of them is quite magical. You flatter me. The good news is, Nathaniel said to wash whatever debt he had with me. Said something about doing him a favor. If you let me have this, I can transfer, but it's going to take probably, I don't know, an hour. You want to put this on the breastplate?
But what?
The magic that is emanating from this?
And I was like, well, how would that work? If you could explain, I mean, I'm not a blacksmith, but if this takes health from what it kills, how would that transfer to armor?
So, I'll have to call my younger brother, Nate Daddy. No, I'm just kidding.
Nate Daddy.
Nate Dog.
Marcos, the orc.
No, he has a younger brother, Grumble. And Grumble is a young, full orc. And he, "Hey, Grumble, come in here." He's got a little wizard outfit on. And Grumble here, he actually does the transfer. I do the heavy banging. And he goes, "Yeah, I can do that for you. Not a problem." Real high pitch for a real... I mean, he is a beastly looking young man. And he is only 4 feet tall. He is young.
I'm trying my best not to be appalled by the voice coming out of this thing.
Yeah, just leave it with me. And if you give it to him, 1 hour. Brings it, takes it in the back, and he will begin the transfer of that magical ability to the chestplate or to the gear. And then he'll explain. If you want, we can just say, do you stay there for the hour and just wait for him to pick up?
I'll just stay there.
Okay, great. So for you, we're just going to speed up. He's going to come out and wipe his brow. And you've been hearing some weird magical effects for the last hour. And he goes, "Well, the good news is, it's better than I thought. But the bad news is, the item doesn't have it anymore. As it does with transferring." Hands it back and he presses the button. "Tell me you broke this?" "Sorry." So it doesn't elongate anymore, and he's transferred the feature to your chest plate. The good news is, it's not a 1d6. It's a 1d8.
What's a 1d8?
I don't even know. It said it on the arcane scriptures. Thou must roll a 1d8. I don't understand this. But it says it right here. So, for your gear, every time you kill something, you have to roll a d6. 1 through 3, you get to get maximum health points, so 8 points back. And 4 through 6, you don't get any. And with that, the orc will just, "If there's anything else you need, let me know. Your tab's good. Sorry, I'm a little disappointed that it stopped working, but it's part of the trade. I'll just melt it down and put it in something else."
And I'm like, "Oh, sorry I appreciate it, but sorry about the whole... I really thought it'd be a good piece for you."
Well, this is a good piece of armor for you. One of the best I've done.
Appreciate it.
Get back inside, Grumble.
Just go back to your hole.
He is going
Nate Daddy's
to.
gonna be
You see
so
Nathaniel come in,
disappointed.
and do you react in any way?
Like
Sam
this.
coming in?
Oh, do I have my cloak?
No.
Then no, I don't.
They basically stripped you of most of your
I make
clothing.
this face.
He looks at you and gives a stern scowl. Looks over to the guards, walks over to the guards, and they begin, not whispering, but speaking low. You can't hear them.
Yeah.
You could try to roll at disadvantage for perception, if you want. but that's the
Use
best I
your
can give you.
massive cow ears.
Let's see it. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's see
right.
if those radar ears pick up anything.
Natural 1.
Wow. You pee a little bit. Out of fear.
I absolutely yes, because it's Nathaniel, and yes.
So
You peed a
Nathaniel
little?
walks
Yeah.
over. There's a
Gonna
bit
note
of an
that.
argument as
Okay.
voices get a little bit louder.
Oh.
He points over, says some things, and then exchanges a small bag of coin into the hand of one of the guards. He then takes the key that the guard is handing Nathaniel, and he walks over to you, over to the bars, and motions for you to come over to the bars. Do you come over?
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you trying to buy drugs from?
There was this guy
What was his name?
at the market. So I start my word vomit thing
Mm-hmm.
because
Yep.
I have to.
Because you do.
Because I do. And he was like, have up Weaver and had all these baskets, and like we need more health potions because we could only find 2. And like I didn't know what to do, and he had health potions, and then he told us to come to the back, and so we came to the back. But Ava was with me, so I thought she was gonna protect me. And then he had like these bags, and he told us to just take the bags, and then he gave us really good discount on the health potions. and
Nathaniel
we would just
yawns.
we would just take the bags. So we took the bags, and then I was like, oh, this is like really brightly colored powder in here. So like I took a little bit, and then it made me feel like really, really weird and kind of good. But like,
His name?
oh, Dorothy.
Dorfil.
And apparently his boss has like his wife and
He,
kids, and
he
like they're
leans in,
torturing him.
puts
or
up his
what?
finger to have you shush,
I instantly shut up.
and he leans in, and he motions for you to get closer, and he goes, "That's who I get mine from too." And then he unlocks the door. You're free to go, and gives you a wink, and then starts to walk out. Do you follow?
Absolutely.
So they, as you come out, they undo the
they give me
manacles.
my
They give
stuff
you
back?
all your gear. Everything's there.
Even the emerald and diamonds.
Everything is there. They are
God.
they are lawful. So you put on all your gear, and it takes you a good 10-15 minutes to strap up, put all your pouches, everything away. Nathaniel's gone.
No, I follow him. I want to follow
It's
him.
taking a while for you to. There's a lot of your gear to put on.
Can I just like grab it and run?
I'm sure if that's
Yeah,
what you
I
want
want to
do.
grab it and run after
Okay,
him.
you are half naked.
How am I
You are.
half naked?
You have. I said before, you have literally almost nothing on due to the fact that they took all of your gear.
Oh, that's fine. I'll run half naked through the time.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm
furry anyway.
He is walking, shoulders back, hands behind his back, as a noble would down the road, and he's strolling his way back to Haven. He stopped at an apple vendor, and he's picking an apple, and he sees you coming, halfly clothed, puts up his hand for you to stop,
I stop.
and motions for you to go away, as you are not fit to be near him. And then,
Nathaniel, I just want your approval and your drugs.
then he takes a bite and makes his way back to Haven.
Peasant.
Damn it.
Elrick,
Nate.
do you do anything now that you're out
it.
of the Eve?
I'm gonna go upstairs
Okay.
to Tia's room
Okay.
and do a sweep again.
Okay. You're going to
See if
go
I
look
can
into
find
his room.
any like clues,
Good deal.
and then
Abela.
wait for people.
Abela.
Um, So I'm going to take my sweet armor and go put it in my room because I'm not strong enough. To
Not
wear
strong
it.
enough. Absolutely.
So we should level up soon.
You go store your gear in the box that you have in your room. You remember you also have now designated rooms as well in the barracks. So you might think that might be a good time to start heading that way to
I'm
the
gonna
new
put-
designated room, as the new recruits will be using your old rooms. But obviously they're not going to double book you, so you don't have to worry about your gear.
Right, I'm gonna pick
So-
up all my stuff and move it over.
Okay. So you're going to move into the barracks.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine. You take all your stuff. It's going to take you the rest of the day as there's your knickknacks and things to get settled into your new room. It's not so much rooms. You have individual rooms when you're there, but when the barracks, it's more of a double bunk bed system, and it's a large amount of them. You're all tier 2 and 3 are in one massive underground bunker. So as you guys are near each other, up and down below, these beds are nice, but it's not like a lot of privacy. You have double containers at the base of the bed, And the top, whoever sleeps up on top, they have a larger container that hangs off the edge so they can put all their stuff in. Very much military barracks style, but that way it's safer. You can look for other places to live if that's something you want to do, but this is part of Haven.
I call top bunk.
No.
Roll for Constitution.
You can get it, but you gotta swindle some other idiot to let you do that.
Last but not least, Voquis, what are you doing? You were half naked in the streets of Waterdeep, making your way back to Haven, essentially.
So
Rejected by Nathaniel.
so rejected by Nathaniel. So rejected. Is there like a corner, an alley that I can hide?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, I go there.
You can put on your gear. There's a lot of alleyways within Waterdeep, so it's easy just to find an alleyway, go around the back. There might be a hobo back there. You kind of have to be careful.
That's fine. I'm furry. It doesn't matter.
They probably they're like, "Ooh, what's going on? This is a show. I don't know." And so you put in all your gear. It takes you 10, 15 minutes to get situated. Are you heading back to Haven with the rest of the crew? What are you doing specifically?
I want to go find Nathaniel.
Okay, you
I
head
really
back.
do.
If you want to go find Nathaniel, you head back to Haven. You see Samuel out front talking to his guards near the front gates of Haven. He just gives you a nod as you walk in. You see the fire chicken and the two kids. Well, the gnome, it's not really a kid, but he acts like one. And then the child goblin still doing their little fun chants around the chicken. The chicken's making a fun beat with the fire.
I pause, I look over, and I'm like, I'm gonna deal with you later, and then go towards Nathaniel.
They don't miss a beat. They're just like, oh, whatever. You go make your way up to the second floor. You knock on the door. You open the door. Nathaniel's sitting there with a bit of a smile, and that's where we're gonna end the episode. Yay!
Are we level 4 yet?
You are now level 4.
Dude. Throgas.
Okay. I was not expecting any of that. This is why I love D&D so much. All right, enough of that. But thank you guys. Thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. You guys are amazing to us, and you keep talking to us and having a great time. If you haven't already, please go ahead and stop on by Saving Arcana on Twitter or Saving Arcana on Instagram. Come by, say hello, give a shout out, all that fun stuff. We love you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much. And till next time, adventurers. Bye-bye!